Hello, Promise Academy musicians. It's Miss McFerrin. I have missed you all so very much, and I hope you all had a great fall break. So we're back at it again, making music at home. Today we have a fun day. So first we're going to learn about the lines and spaces of the bass clef. Now, the last video that we did, we learned about the treble clef, but this time we're going to learn about the bass clef, the lines and spaces. So make sure you have paper and pencil with you so you can write it down. Then we're going to read a story, we're going to play a game, and we're going to sing some songs. All right, so let's get started with our song. If this is your first time joining Miss McFerrin, welcome. And we're going to sing one of our favorite introduction songs, and then we're going to get started with our day. All right, so make sure you sing loud and pretty for Miss McFerrin. All right. Very good. I know you all sounded amazing singing this song. So, good job. Now, quickly, we're going to take a quick small break. And then when you come back, make sure you have a sheet of paper and a pencil, okay? A sheet of paper. So your paper can have lines on it, or it can be a blank sheet of paper with no lines. But make sure you have a sheet of paper and a pencil. All right, so go and take you a quick little break and then hurry right on back. All right, boys and girls, so welcome back. I hope you have your paper. Once again, your paper can have lines on it, so it can be notebook paper or it can be blank sheet of paper. Regardless of what you're using, make sure that it is a clean sheet of paper that you'll be able to write on. So first thing first, I want you to be able to write 5 lines for me. So your lines need to look like Miss McFerrin. Now, don't put the numbers just yet. Just give me 5 lines. So I'll count you all. You all have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. So you should have your 5 lines. Now, on one side, on your left side, you have to write 1 through 5. So 1 starting at the bottom, and this is on the left side of your lines, okay? So we're gonna start with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, all right? Now, once you have that, scoot all the way over, and you're gonna, on your right side, you're going to write 1 through 4 in the spaces, okay? So you got 1 through 5 on the lines, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the spaces. So your paper should look just like Miss McFerrin, okay? And then at the top, I want you to write Bass Clef lines and spaces, all right? So you'll know which one that we're working on when we start learning and playing with both of them, the treble clef and the bass clef. So once you have all that done, give Miss McFerrin a virtual thumbs up so I know that you're ready. Great, let's get started. Now, we're gonna start on the line side, okay? So the line side, it has 5 letters that go here. You are welcome to write the word. If you want to spell the word out like Miss McFerrin is, that's fine. Or if you just want to write the letter, that's fine as well. So we'll start on the bottom line with the letter G. G stands for good. Good. Number 2 on the line is B. That stands for boy. So we'll stop here just so you all can catch up. Good is on line number 1. Boy is on line number 2. All right. We're going to go to D. Does. D-O-E-S. Does. So far we have good boy does. Uh-oh, I smudged that one. And then we're going to go to line number 4. We're going to put an F. Fine. All right. Good boy does fine. And then our last one on number 5 is going to be the letter A. And that's going to stand for always. And like I said, if you want to spell out the full word, that is up to you. But if you just want to put the letter, that's fine as well. So let's go over it together. Good boy does fine always. Now this is our line side. Now I'm going to circle this G and this A. Remember when I told you on the treble clef, whatever is on the line side for 1 and 5, they're going to repeat on the space side. So this 5, where A is on 5, it's going to come down to the space side for the first line. So that one is going to be all. Okay? The word has changed to all now. And then we're going to go to space number 2. That's going to be C. And that's going to stand for cow. C for cow. Okay? Let you catch up just a little bit. Then we're going to go to E. That's going to be for eat. So all cows, I put an S just so it can be plural. All cows eat. And then this G, where it's on line number 1, it's going to move up to space number 4. So you're going to have G for grass. All right. So let's say it all together to make sure we all are on the same page. On the line side, you have all cows eat grass. This is the space side. Miss McFerrin apologized. The space side, you have all cows eat grass. On the line side, you have good boys. I put an S so it can make sense. Good boys do. We can take does off and we just say do. Good boys do fine always. All right. So these are your lines and spaces of the bass clef. Make sure you have written down bass clef so you can keep it separated from your treble clef lines and spaces. All right. So I hope you get that, and I hope that was a lot of fun and easy to figure out. Now, I do want you to get another sheet of paper and draw you. Well, actually, I want you to just write out 1 through 6, and we're gonna play a quick game. We're gonna play the game Spell That Clef. All right. So get you a sheet of paper, clean sheet of paper. Put it 1 through 6. I may throw in a bonus one, but 1 through 6 for right now. And then you can also use your paper, your lines and spaces of the bass clef, so you'll be able to have that as a guide as we play the game. So we're going to take a quick little dance break, and then we're going to come right back and we're going to play our game. All right, welcome back, friends. So we are all set up for the game. Now, the way that the game is played, you see that I have whole notes on the board. And I also have numbered the whole note so you would know which letter is supposed to go first when you're spelling out the word. So we'll work this first one together, and then number 2, you'll do from 2 to 6, you'll do it all by yourself, and I'll just spell it on the board. So number 1, when we learn the letters that's on the lines and spaces, so you have 2 letters that are on the spaces and 2 letters that are on the line. So number 1, we know that when we're getting ready to spell this word, we know that the second line, the second space is the letter what? Awesome. It's the letter C. Okay? So we're going to put the letter C down here, or you can put it down here. All right? So let's go up to number 2 because we're spelling out a word. So we're at the top of the lines, the 5th line, and we know that that letter is, great job, that is the letter A. So we got C-A. We kind of getting a little close. Let's go to letter number 3. So we're coming down, and we know that this is the 4th line. The letter that's on the 4th line. Think about that letter. What do you think that letter could be? Awesome. That is the letter F. Very good. You all are so smart. Now we're at the last letter. Can you all kind of think what we're spelling? I'll give you a hint. Sometimes you eat in there. When we used to come to school and we would eat in there, that may give you a clue of what we're spelling. So the 3rd space, the letter that's on the 3rd space, that is a E. Very good. So we just spelled out calf, and we use that with our lines and spaces, okay? So for the rest of the game, it's going to be just like that. I am going to give you a number, and the number is going to tell you which letter goes first and which letter goes last. Thumbs up if everybody understands that. Perfect. You all are intelligent, so I know you'll be able to get it. So let's move on to word number 2. Word number 2 is a 3-letter word. Let me get all this erased. Now you don't have to erase yours. You're just gonna spell it out. You don't have to write your lines and spaces over, just Miss McFerrin, but it's okay. All right, so word 2 is a 3-letter word. All right, that's gonna be number 1. That's gonna be number 2. And this is gonna be number 3. All right, let's spell that word. I'll give you a few seconds. Remember, it's a 3-letter word, and make sure that you pay attention to the numbers. The numbers will help you out a whole lot. All right, I'm gonna give you about 5 more seconds on it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. What did you get for word number 2? Let's figure it out. So we know that on the 2nd line, that letter is a awesome B. We know that on the 1st space, the letter is a A. Oh, you all are amazing. And the 1st line, the letter is a G. Very good. So we spelled the word bag. Very good. Very good. You all are awesome. All right, let's go on to word number 3. Good job, boys and girls. Word number 3 is also a 3-letter word. And I'll give you a hint. Sometimes you can eat it for breakfast, or you can eat it for lunch or dinner, whichever one. All right, let's get started. So we have that one. That's number 1. I'm going to put 1 right here. It's number 2. And I'm going to put 1 right here. That's number 3. All right. Have at it, friends. Figure it out. Remember, sometimes you can eat this, not sometimes, but this is a breakfast item. Breakfast item. So think of it, a 3-letter word that's a breakfast item. All right. I give you about 5 more seconds. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let's figure it out. We know on the 3rd space, our letter is an E. Good job. Now these two, you can't go wrong with it at all. Can't go wrong with it at all because they share the same letter. So we know on the first line, on the line side, it's a what? G. Good job. And we know that this G goes over here on our line side. It's the fourth one, and it is a egg. Very good. We spelled out the letter egg. I love eggs and more, especially boiled eggs. So make sure you eat your breakfast and put an egg with it. Good protein for you. Good job. You all are doing an amazing job with this. Very impressed. Very impressed with you. All right, let's move on to word number 4, okay? Word number 4 is a 3-letter word as well. All right, so let's look at it. We're going to put it here. Actually, we're going to do something fun with this one. We're going to do 1 here. 2 is here. And 3 is here. So you notice we have nothing on our line, on our space side, but all 3 of our words, our letters, are on the line side. So make sure you pay attention. Do not confuse these numbers with the actual letter number, okay? So these are just to help you to spell the word correctly. And this one, this 3-letter word is a dance. It's a 3-letter word that's a dance. And the dance requires you to use your arm touching your forehead. So think of a 3-letter word that requires you to touch your arm and your forehead. All right, give you about 5 more seconds. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's get to it. So we know the first one. It's the 3rd line. The 3rd line, that letter is a D. Very good. The 2nd line, that letter is a B. I'm sorry. Miss McFerrin spelled it wrong. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, let's switch these two. That's 3. All right, I'm sorry. Miss McFerrin spelled it wrong. So our 5th line, it's our 2nd letter. Our 5th line, we know that is a awesome. It is A. And our 2nd line, that letter is a B. Good job. It's a dab. Very good, boys and girls. You all are fantastic. Fantastic at this. Good job. I hope you are getting every one of these correct. I think we're going to do one more because we have one more thing that we're going to do today. So we're going to do one more. And then that'll be it, my friends. All right. Our last word is going to be a 4-letter word, okay? 4-letter word. So prepare yourselves for it. This is 1. This is 2. This is, let's do it down here, 3. And this is 4. All right. Take a look at it. Once again, it's a 4-letter word, okay? So make sure you take a very good look at it. 4-letter word. Animals go in this particular thing. This particular thing is what animals go in. So like your dogs or birds, they can be in it. Cats sometimes, mainly dogs and birds. All right, I'll give you about 5 more seconds. Figure it out. All right, so you have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so let's get to it. So we know on our 2nd space, that is the letter C. Very good. Up here at the top, our 5th line, that letter is a A. Awesome job. You all are fantastic at this game. All right, our first line, we know that letter is a G. Very good. And our last letter, it is on the third space, and we know that is a E. Very good. And we just spelled cage. C-A-G-E. Very, very good. I am so impressed with you all learning your lines and spaces of the bass clef and the treble clef. So you all are well on your way to being fantastic musicians. Great job. So last thing that we're going to do, we're going to read a quick story, and then after we read our story, class will be over, friends. So take you a quick little dance break, get settled down, and then come right back so we can read our story. All right, so welcome back, friends. So we did a fantastic job learning our lines and spaces of the staff. I am very proud of you all. And I hope you all continue to keep up with that. Just practice over so you can familiarize yourself with it. And using the lines and spaces of the treble clef and bass clef, you can play any instrument as long as you know how to read those notes. So kudos to you. Give yourself a hand. Very, very good. Now, as we like to end class, we like to read a story with each other, have our special story time. Today, our story is a little different, but it's a lot of fun, and I hope you all enjoy it. It's called Berlioz the Besr, and it's by Jane Brett, okay? Let's get into it. Now, if we don't finish it all today, that's perfectly fine. We still have the rest of the week to finish it. All right. The musicians arrived with their instruments. As Berlioz watched them climb aboard the bandwagon, all he could think about was the buzzing bass. What if his bass buzzed during the ball? What if the dancers stopped dancing and laughed at him? Zum, zum, buzz, he imagined. Oh, poor Berlioz the Besr. Berlioz picked up the reins and clucked to the mule. Off they went down the road. He was so worried that he didn't see a hole in the road ahead. Suddenly, the wagon lurched to a stop. The front wheel was stuck in the hole. The mule took one look back, sat down, and yawned. Wow. All right, let's turn to the next page. Oh dear, said Berlioz as he tried to get the mule to stand up and pull the bandwagon out of the hole. What can we do? We'll be late for the ball. I'll help you, said the rooster who was passing by on his way to the ball. I'll just tug on the rope and pull you out, he bragged. The rooster pulled and pulled, but the mule stayed. Look at that mule. That mule is stubborn. A tabby who had been watching from the top of the fence spoke up smugly. That isn't no job for no featherweight, he purred. I'll do it for you. He took hold of the rope and pulled, but the mule wouldn't move. Wow, that mule is very stubborn. Do you think the Bears are going to make it to the ball? Let's see. Just then, a schmeiser came trotting over the hill. He took one look at the cat and sniffed. A furball like you can't pull a bandwagon. Here, let me have that rope. He panted and pulled, but the wagon stayed in the hole. Wow. Let's see. Berlioz handed out the music. Everyone, take out your instruments. We'll start tuning up here. Along came the passing billy goat. He looked at the schmitzer and snorted. Move over, squirt, and let me do it. I'll have this wagon out in no time. The billy goat strained forward, but to his surprise, he got nowhere. Everyone is trying. Berlioz checked his pocket watch. There wasn't much time left. He was about to give up when he heard a new voice. Allow me, said the plow horse coming across the field. This will be easy. I spent my days pulling, but even the plow horse couldn't move the mule. Wow, what do you think the mule like? Music, maybe? Let's see. Berlioz tugged at his ears. It was almost time for the ball to begin. He looked around and saw a large ox lumbering toward them. "Everyone, tune up. Here comes someone who can pull us out. You're saved," roared the ox. "The poor plow horse means well, but only I am strong enough to pull a bandwagon full of musicians." Let's see. Did he do it? He twisted the rope around his horn, gave a mighty tug. The animals held their breath, but the mule wouldn't budge. The clock on the tower started to chime 8 o'clock. "Oh no," Berlioz shouted. In desperation, he pulled his bow across the strings, and to his dismay, he heard zum, buzz. All the musicians turned to look at the buzzing double bass. Uh-oh. Out of the bass shout a very angry bee. It had been disturbed once too often. The first thing it saw as it flew out was the bass of the hindquarters of the mule. Uh-oh. That bee might have the trick. Buzz. And there's the buzzing right there. With one giant sting, the bee made the mule jump to his feet and pulled the bandwagon of musicians out of the hole, down the road into the village square before the bells had stopped chiming. The audience roared. "What an entrance!" they cried, and the orchestra, already dressed in tune, began to play. Zum, 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 zum. It was hard to say who had more fun at the ball, the musicians or the dancers. Berlioz had never played better. "Encore, Berlioz, encore!" Berlioz came forward. "Thank you all. And this evening, I would like to dedicate our encore to the buzzing bee." Oh, that was a great story. Great story. I enjoyed reading it. All right, my little friends, I have enjoyed today with you all. Once again, continue to keep practicing over the lines and spaces of the treble clef and the bass clef, and continue to keep playing around with it, spelling more words with both of them, okay? So, on today, you all have a fantastic day, and come back tomorrow because we're going to have something planned fun on tomorrow, okay? Until next time, I will see you. Mwah.